TOA is an old-school survival hex crawl that takes you on a wild ride through zombie-infested jungle, and we definitely recommend that you play it. Today we will be thinking through our review of Tomb of Annihilation by Pendleton Ward, Steve Winter, and Wizards RPG team. Tomb of Annihilation is a 5th edition adventure by Wizards of the Coast that is set on an unexplored peninsula. It is designed for 4 to 6 first-level characters who should advance to 11th level or higher by the adventure's conclusion. The major themes in this adventure are wilderness survival, rich history, and bizarre combinations, like zombie dinosaurs. Imagine your party, weary from days of stomping through a muddy jungle, being eaten by insects while searching for a lost city, is suddenly attacked by an undead T-Rex, and it's spewing up zombies all over the map. What do you do? That's TOA. TOA is a wilderness exploration adventure with multiple site-based encounters. It culminates in an elaborate, difficult dungeon. It calls back to old-school gaming roots from both a survival perspective and a loving riff on the classic 1975 adventure, Tomb of Horrors. Playing through Tomb of Annihilation was an absolute joy for our group. The situations we encountered really made the group think, and more than one of them fell along the way. The themes seem random, but are deeply rooted in the history of Chult and draw from the history of D&D itself. Almost all of the content is very well designed, and it requires very little touching up to enjoy it. It ends magnificently, with an epic, deadly battle in a unique location. The book is well designed and starts the party in a port city, takes them through a hex crawl to an evil temple in a lost city. The appendix also includes several character backgrounds, random encounters, random discoveries that you could find in the jungles of Chult, monsters and NPCs, the rich history of the peninsula, and great player handouts. From a player perspective, there are some things to consider. TOA is definitely not for every player. If your group does not enjoy the kind of grind that a hex crawl can become, they may really start to reject the theme. This mechanism is designed to make the party feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead can make them feel bogged down and lost. The combat encounters can also be one-sided in several circumstances, as it is easy for the party to wander too far afield, anger the wrong NPCs, or simply underestimate their foes. Resurrection magic is unavailable due to a mysterious curse, so characters who die aren't coming back anytime soon. On the other hand, this adventure has a lot to offer. There are dozens and dozens of encounters, and even though my group took nearly a year to complete this quest, they left fully half of these pages unturned. The overall theme is easy to champion, and the plot itself crystal clear and easy to engage with. A role-playing focused player will have no problem portraying a character who deeply wants to solve the problems presented by the adventure. And the combat encounters can be excellent. Mechanically optimized characters will find themselves up against creatures with unique abilities that they are very unlikely to have encountered before. If you are a player who likes to earn your victories, TOA is definitely a module you'll want to play. If you're lucky enough to be the dungeon master running this site-based adventure, bear in mind that it can be difficult for the DM to add much in the way of detail. Working in a PC's backstory or your own custom subplot is very difficult, when the party may wind up wandering in the wrong direction. There's also a solid possibility the party will just plain miss, skip, or pass on huge content opportunities. As mentioned earlier, there's no access to raising dead PCs. This one can really make you feel bad inside as you crush your player's favorite PC under this module's heavy stone wheels. In terms of old school gaming under the modern auspices of 5th edition, TOA is as good as it gets. Your party will feel like heroes if they emerge victorious, and the deaths you deal them will actually matter. Acerex Tomb is one of the very finest dungeons you'll have the privilege of running, and while it hits many of the same notes as Tomb of Horrors, it is a much more modern treatment of the material, and the players actually stand a chance of surviving. There are also several opportunities for the performer in you to really shine, as these NPCs are varied and unique. If you are a DM who wants to know what it was like to run games back in the good old days, or even just want to relive those memories, you cannot skip TOA. It's that good. Completing the core mission in TOA is very challenging, and that makes the reward that much more satisfying. If you prepare for a long, hot, buggy summer and make sure to take excellent notes, you'll come away from the experience with a deeper understanding of what Dungeons & Dragons can be. If you liked this content, please like and subscribe, and check out our website at rethinkgaming.com. We're always releasing new content, and we offer services to make you the best player or dungeon master that you can be. This has been Bob with Rethink Gaming. Please comment below and let me know your thoughts on TOA. And remember, think Rethink, play.